Oh man, you Fraggle Rockings like to make it interesting, don't you? Week 12 was crazy. Let me just say congratulations to the winners. And because of all these congratulations, he's really skin up the playoff picture, okay? Have no idea who's going to be second, third, or fourth, who's going to be out, if one of our favorites is going to be out, if he's going to be in, what's going to happen. It's crazy. First winner, and probably the biggest winner because he secured his playoff spot and the #1 seed, Fraggle Wembley, with his 66/56 victory over Sucks. Very lucky that Sucks had a very down week, mainly because Frank Gore went out after getting 50 yards in the first 5 minutes of a game and is done for the season now. And then AP went out with an ankle sprain. So, because of that, 66 points, but it was enough to get done, enough to secure the top spot, and hopefully his team can get healthy, minus Frank Gore. Speaking on that subject, when a team is technically eliminated from the playoffs, it is considered bad etiquette to be picking up free agents from those in competition. Paula, Brian, Westbrook, rude. Anyhow, I still love you. Another winner, biggest, this is what threw the whole monkey wrench into everything. Gabo, continuing his late season slump against Dirschfall, loses 92-69, making Dirschfall 7-5 and Gabo 7-5. That's going to be a common theme. Stay tuned. Packer Killers and Asian Sensation. Packer Killers won. He was top scorer, but guess what? No one cares about that matchup. Get some at Serb 97-65. Again, no one cares about that matchup. The other one, the other big pivotal turning point here was House of Pain, Clone Centurions. House of Pain lost. I'm sorry, House of Pain won, making them 7-5. Centurions lost for the 3rd straight week, making them 7-5. That makes 4 teams 7-5 with only 3 remaining playoff spots. And only one matchup next week includes 2 of the 4 teams. You guys got all that math? Because there's a lot more math to come in this playoff picture. Because it is crazy. Like I was saying earlier, Wembley, myself, #1 spot overall, guaranteed, good. 9-3, can't be top, can't come close, all right? So, hopefully my team can get healthy enough for the playoffs. Anyhow, beyond that, let's take a look at the first one. I'm going to give you all the scenarios here real quick. The tiebreaker, if, say, teams are tied, and for seeding purposes, tiebreaker goes to the team with the most points throughout the season. Oh, and just so you guys know, if you look way back in the preseason, anyhow, I pointed out that Wembley was going to have the best record, or my prediction was Wembley was going to have the best record, and Gabo was going to have the most points this year. That's come true. Just so we all know. Anyhow, I digress. Most points this year, out of these 4, it goes Gabo, House of Pain, Centurions, Dirschfall. So say the season ended last week and we're into the playoffs, the one who would be left out was Dirschfall because the rest have more points throughout the season. But alas, it didn't end last week. It ends after this week. And Dirschfall is going against Sucks. If he wins, he's in. No, it doesn't matter what goes on with anybody else. He might get the 4th seed, which that's the best he can do is the 4th seed. But he wins, he's in. Centurions against Asian Sensation Teddy Ballgame. Oh, I'm sorry. Dirschfall could get the 3rd seed if all the rest, everybody loses, but, you know, it's probably, yeah. Anyhow, Centurions against Asian Sensation. Worst team in the league. He should win this matchup. If he wins, guess what? He wins. See, I'm talking too much and I let my smoke go out. It's all your faults. All of it. I don't even know where my lighter is. How do I continue? Hold on. There it is. If, like I was saying, if Centurion wins, he's in. Doesn't matter what happens with anybody else. Now here's where it gets tricky. House of Pain, Gabo, being the two highest scorers out of these four in the season. No matter what, the winner of this matchup is in the playoffs with the number 2 seed. Unless if Centurions or Dirtfowl score them by like 100 points, which is just not going to happen. Anyhow, the winner of this is in the number 2 seed. Home playoff round, all that good stuff. The loser, however, if Dirtfall or Centurions stumbles, the loser gets in. Okay? Because of the point advantage. So House of Pain and D-Bags have the best chance of losing and still staying in. If Dirtfall loses, he's done. He's done. He's not going to get in and the other 3 will advance. If Centurions loses, he will only get in if Dirtfall loses as well. But I don't think that Dirtfall will lose against Sucks. And I don't believe that Centurions will stumble against Ballgame. So, because of that, I think that the only matchup that really matters this week is House of Pain versus Gabo. And let me just broach on something really quick. Last year and beginning of the year, people probably were a little bit afraid of Team Gabo. But if we've learned anything through the last, month and a half in this league, no one is afraid of toast for the D-Bags. You should have recognized this earlier and you wouldn't be in this whole mess. But alas, it's your team, your season to screw up. Keep it as toast for the D-Bags. I mean, why do people have superstitions in the first place, right? I know, they just don't do anything because obviously your name change is working with a 7-5 record. You just switch your name to the Miami Heat. Seriously, switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Anyhow. Like I said, House Pain, D-Bags. Only matchup that matters. Stay tuned. I'll tell you who will win and which one is going on to be the 2nd seed and which one is going to be watching us all in the playoffs, wishing that you could have had one more win this season. Find out who, because it's not you.